I am driven. I am driven to win. I am driven. I am driven to win. No matter what has came up against me, I will take a stand. I will believe in who I was created to be. See, the world tried to take me out, but God said I got a plan and a purpose for your life. So now I must fight. I must continue to win. No matter what I come up against, I defy all odds. I change my narrative because I have the power to win. I am driven. I am driven by purpose. I am driven. Sisters and brothers, kings and queens, stand up and fight. Never lose sight of what's in front of you because you have so much work to do. Stand up and say, I am driven. I am driven to win. I am driven.
Yeah. SG. Let's go. I'm driven, no superstition. Just accountable, reliable ammunition. Self-motivated to harness the bigger picture. I am the light bearer of forgiveness. A champion of the power, determined and driven. Tea Nicole is a considerable life coach.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Tea Nicole Show, where we explore the timeless strategies, insights, and stories that empowers individuals to leave a lasting impact on the world. Whether you are an inspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned leader, or simple someone striving to make a difference, join us as we dive deep into the principles and practices that shape legacies. Get ready to be inspired, equipped, and motivated to build a legacy that transcends generations. Welcome to the journey of legacy building family. So I want to welcome you guys to the Tea Nicole Show. We are starting to build legacies each and every where we go, and we are connecting to people all over the world. So we want to welcome you to the show. So we want to make sure you do me a favor. We want you to like this video, share this video, and make sure you tag somebody because you are in for a special treat. We want you to meet Trina Green. She is the founder of Posh Designs. As a passionate advocate for personal growth and positive transformation, Trina wears many hats: positive mindset coach, creative entrepreneur, and podcast host. With a mission to empower individuals to live their best lives. Sorry, guys. Trina is the driving force behind Posh Designs, a owner of an innovative online template shop offering a curated collection of resources to support individuals on their journey to success. In addition to her work with Posh Designs, Trina is the co-host of the new podcast, Coffee, Coaches, and Conversation, alongside her fellow hosts. Trina engages in insightful discussions and share valuable tips and strategies to help listeners navigate the world of living a positive and prosperous life. Be on our big on personal development and entrepreneurship with a warm and relatable approach. Trina brings her passion for positivity and authentic connections to every episode, inspiring listeners to embrace their true potential and pursue their dreams. So before we bring her on, again, we want you to like this video, share this video, and be sure to let us know where you are tuning in from. And let's get started. Hi, Coach.
Hi.
How are you this morning?
Great morning. I'm doing well. How are you, Coach T?
I'm amazing. Just trying to get this thing all together, but I'm so glad you decided to join me on today.
Yes, ma'am. I have other things going on. I have my grandson who I'm taking home, but I said I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna push through. So I'm here.
Well, can I say something to you? Thank you for pushing through. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for just saying, you know what, T, let me get on the show. And I said, okay, come on, let's get you on the show because you got a lot to tell. So, can you let our audience know who you are, even though I said your name, but who
Mhm.
you are and where you are from?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Trina Green, aka Coach Trina G, and I live in Texas. I'm from Texas, born and raised.
Okay. And so, can you tell us what's the name of your business and what inspired you to start your business?
Okay, my business is Posh Designs. I was inspired to start because I want to let people know it doesn't matter your age, your gender, your race. If you want to start a business, you should. I feel like all of us have a business in us. I feel like all of us have a book in us. I feel like all of us have something in us. So I want to encourage you to not sit on those gifts that God has blessed you with. I know that God has blessed us all with something. So my point and my strategy is to encourage people that no matter what it looks like, you should step out on faith if God has placed it in you. I feel like he gives us all a dream, a vision, something that we should be doing. And a lot of people won't step out on it because they're afraid of failure. Yes, you may fail the first time, you may fail the second time, you may fail the third time, but how would you know if you don't step out and try to see what it'll be or what it'll look like?
I like that because that's so true. A lot of us don't do it because we don't know how to, and we might be afraid what somebody may say or think. So I'm glad you hit on that. So, can you share the story behind your business?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Actually, I've had several businesses. God has blessed me with several businesses. My first business, I worked in oil and gas, where we did we outsourced work from companies. They would send the work to us, we would complete the work and send it back. It started off there. When the oil field went down, our business went down, and I never picked it back up, which I'm thinking about that now, thinking about getting back into that side of things. I've always had a heart for business, and I love business. That's why I pursued my degree in business. I went to school for business management. Excuse me. I completed my associate's degree in business management. So
Mhm.
I've always had a love for business. I've always had a love for stepping out on faith and just trying to see where it would take me. So that's what inspired that's what inspired me to start. Right now I have an online template shop called Posh Templates shop that's online, and then I'm a independent paparazzi consultant. Um, I just recently started an online cosmetic store where it's on Shopify, where you can purchase cosmetics. So I'm always dibbling and dabbling in something just to see what it'll do and how it'll work. I just have a passion for business, and I have a passion for helping others. So
Mhm.
that's what got me started and motivated me to try it and to continue to try. As long as I have breath in my body, I'm going to continue to try.
I like that. I like that. Look, actually, I love that. And it says, so what sets your business apart from others in the industry?
I feel like my business is set apart because I feel like I'm a light in a dark place. The world is dark, and um I want everyone to know that you can do whatever you put your mind to doing. If you have a vision or a goal to start a business, I'm gonna tell you right now to step out on faith and start it. Even if I mean you can go to Google, you can go to YouTube, you can go anywhere and search how to get started, depending on what type of business you want to start. Just search in the business that you're interested in starting, and you can get a wealth of information online on Google, YouTube. Information is right at our fingertips. We just have to do our research and then step out on faith, and God will honor the rest.
Thank you. I pray somebody is listening to these jewels you're dropping because I'm telling you, these are something. It's like an inspiration to people. So I hope y'all listening to Coach Trina. And also, it says because I want this to be the transparency because I feel like you've been transparent the whole way. But what challenges have you faced in building your business, and how have you overcome them?
There's always going to be a challenge in building business. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not. Anything that we pursue and anything worth having is going to be a challenge. Nothing is just going to come easy. That's why it's so important to do your research and to really tap into what you're trying to do, really lean into it. A lot of challenges are just um, getting clients. It's hard to get clients because so many people are showing up as coaches, and so many people are showing up with template shops, and it's a bunch of competition. So that's why I try to be consistent when I post. I try to be consistent with my offers. Like on my template shop, I'm always doing research. I'm always writing. I'm always reading. I try to be as consistent as I can because there is so much competition, but I don't allow that competition to stop me. I just feel like, you know what, I'm going to keep going. Competition is a good thing. That should be your motivator to keep going and to keep pressing and to try harder. So that's it. Competition. Everybody's doing something, but that shouldn't stop you from doing it because there's room for all of us.
You hit it on the head. You hit the nail on the head. You said there's competition. That's been a challenge, but there's room for everybody. It's a million coaches. It's a million people that do template shots. I mean, template shops. But the thing
Hmm.
is, it's only one Trina.
Yes,
It's only
ma'am.
one Trina. So people
Hmm.
want to support Trina and what Trina is doing. So I love the fact how you said you be consistent. So continue to be consistent. That's the key.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
by believing in you, like you
Yes,
believe
ma'am.
in who you are. So I love that. So how do you envision the future growth or evolution of your business?
I am I envision I'm gonna speak on the podcast now. I thank God for giving me the vision for the podcast, Coaches Coffee and Conversation.
Mhm.
And I see our podcast growing. I see us helping so many people. I thank God for the opportunity and I welcome that challenge because that's a challenge as well. Coach Tea Nicole is she's my host on the show, so that's our podcast, Coaches Coffee and Conversation. Um, I know that we're gonna grow. I know that we're gonna help thousands, if not millions, of people. I'm speaking it out into existence right now because we're trusting God to continue to move in our lives and to move on the podcast, to move in our businesses. So I know we're gonna grow. I feel it because we have a heart to help people. Both of us have a heart to help. So God is pleased with that. I feel like God is pleased with us helping. Anytime you're blessed enough to step up, I feel like you should always turn around and extend your hand to help your fellow brother or sister up. Like I said, there's room for all of us at the top. So why not turn around and help the next person? And that's what I feel like we're doing. I feel like we're motivating, encouraging, and uplifting anyone that will go and listen, follow, share, subscribe to our podcast. We're all about empowerment and uplifting the next person.
Mhm. And where can they find us on what platform are we on right now?
We're on Spotify right now. If you would go to our TikToks, do you have it linked in your TikTok? I know it's linked in my bio on TikTok.
It is linked in my TikTok bio, but they can also click the link that's connected to this live and make
Okay.
sure they get to it because you can find us on Spotify. And
Yes.
so I wanted to know more about that. So you said you were inspired to do the coaches coffee and conversation. So how has it been for you since like starting the podcast? Like, has it motivated you to keep going further? Like, how has it been? What's that experience been
Yes.
like?
It has been amazing. I'm so grateful for that opportunity because I know that I'm inspired by it because I'm always looking for ways that we can improve. I'm always doing research and reading and writing and coming up with content. I'm grateful for everything that you have done as well. I feel like both of us together, we are powerful, and the things we have to say are powerful. And I pray that people will tap in and join us because someone needs to hear it. Like I said before, this world is so dark right now, and we need to be the lights in the darkness. So we need to show up every single day, even if it's just posting something to inspire someone, even if it's making a video, just saying, you know what, stay encouraged, be encouraged, stay empowered, stay uplifted, whatever we need to do to encourage the next person. I feel like that's what we're doing, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do it.
Me too. So I'm so glad that we are the hosts of Coaches, Coffee, and Conversation, because I'm telling y'all, that has been an experience for me because Trina is getting me together. Can I tell y'all, can I brag on my sis for a minute? She's like, gee, we got to do it this way. We got to do it this way. Let's try it this way. And then I give my feedback, but I love the way she's leading, because sometimes I always lead in a lot of the situations. And so I'm allowing her to be my teacher, because in order for me to grow in this season of my life, I'm surrounding myself by people that are just a little more advanced than I am. And so I thank you for that, Trina. I thank you for being who you are, because I told her something and then I was in my feelings for a second, but she was like, T, just give it a try. And I was like, okay. And it worked out. It worked out. So thank you. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
for being who you are and for being a teacher. I mean, a teacher, because that's what I think you are. You really do teach, and you are very passionate about what you do. So I love that, and I value that about you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, and I wanna correct what you said. First, we're being led by God, and then we're leading each other, and we're teaching each other, because I learn from you every day as well. So don't give me all the credit. Both of us are doing this thing, and we're helping each other. We're leaning on each other, and we're growing together. We're growing and we're going together. So I thank God for everything that He's doing in both of our lives. I thank Him for the knowledge that He's giving us to share. And I'm just grateful. I get overwhelmed and overjoyed by it, because it's just it makes me so happy to know that we're helping someone else.
Mhm,
It just feels so good to be giving back to others. And
mhm.
I know that God's hand is in it, and I'm grateful for everything He's doing. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna continue to acknowledge God, praise Him, lift Him up, because He is worthy to be praised. And I thank Him for everything He's doing in our lives.
Thank you. Amen. And I love that. I love that. So this is a really good question that I need to ask you. So it says, what lessons have you learned from failures or setbacks in your business?
The lessons that I've learned is to never give up. Don't stop. Just because a failure will come or a setback will come, that doesn't mean to stop or give up. That means to keep pressing forward. I always, I'm always praying. I stay prayerful. I'm always leaning into God. If I have a question or if I'm not sure about something and I'm doing research and I can't find it, I'll ask God in a minute. God, show me what you would have me to do. Give me the subject that you want us to touch on, because someone needs to hear it. We don't know everything, but God knows everything. So I try my best to lean into Him, and I pray, and I speak to Him, and I seek Him daily for my direction and my guidance. And I know that if He's directing my steps, that I can't go wrong. So I'm trusting Him with everything concerning me. And that's where I am in my life. And I'm grateful for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
So how do you maintain authenticity and integrity in your business? Mm.
I I try my best to be 100% me. I'm not gonna put on a facade. I'm not trying to be anyone but Trina Green. I don't want to be the next person. And to remain and to keep my integrity, I just be truthful and honest, even if it hurts. Sometimes you may say some things that people don't want to hear, because it's a hard subject. We've discussed that. We've had topics on the podcast that were kind of personal, and they touch you in a different way because you've actually experienced it. Like I'm gonna use the example of trauma. When we speak on trauma, both of us have been through some things, so that's a touchy subject, but we have to speak on it because someone else is counting on us to bring them a word of encouragement and to let them know that even through trauma, you'll still make it. You just have to continue to push forward. We can't roll over and die. I always say it's okay to be down for a moment, but you can't stay down. It's okay to take a break, to, woosah if you need to rest. Take that rest and get up and keep moving. We can't just roll over and die, no matter what's going on around us.
Mhm.
And that's how I feel about everything, and that's how I try to live my life on a daily basis. I try to be 100% real. What you see is what you get. I'm not gonna put on an act for anyone. I'm gonna be myself because I love who I am. I can show up as me.
I like that. She said, I can show up as me. When I tell
Mhm.
you, when people learn to show up as themselves, this world will be a much better place. So I thank
Yes,
you for showing up as yourself. Thank you.
yes,
Each
ma'am.
and every day, I feel like that's what you do. So that's a blessing in itself. And
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
what impact do you hope to have with your business on your community or on the world?
I'm gonna go back again to why I started. I just want everyone to know, even if it's you could be a teenager, a man, woman, boy, girl, whatever. I want you to know that you can do it. Like I said before, God has given us all gifts and talents. I feel like so many of us are sitting on our gifts and talents, our businesses, our books. God has placed something in you, and whatever it is, get started. That's the hardest. The hardest part is to get started. Once you get started and you get your rhythm, I don't care if it takes you a year or 2 years to complete it. Just get started. Once you get started, I feel like everything else will fall into place. So many people are afraid to get started. Just step out on faith, trust God, and get started and watch how He'll bless your life and how He'll bless your business. He'll bless your book, whatever it is that you want to do. So that's what I have to say about that. Just do it.
Mhm.
That's the hardest part, just getting started. But I promise you, if you get started, everything else will just start to fall into place.
I love it. So, I've got another question for you. So, what advice do you have for anybody that wants to start a business or, and I should say, and not just start a business? So, we want them to start a business, and then how can they contact you to be one of your clients?
Okay. I'm I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Instagram. And you can message me there. And I think I've shared my email address. You can email me however you need to get in contact with either one of us
Hmm.
because we are both coaches. So I'm not gonna just say me. I'm gonna say Coach T as well because we both bring a lot. I feel like we both bring a lot to the table. I feel like we pour so much into others. And I mean, if you want to reach out to either one of us, we're available.
Hmm.
If you just want to say hello, you can do that. If you want to ask us something, you can do that. We're open books. We don't gatekeep. We share. We share weekly on our podcast, and we will continue to share. So, however you see fit to reach out. I'm on TikTok as Posh Designs. I'm on Instagram as Coach underscore Trina G, and I'm on Facebook as Trina Green. So, whichever way you want to reach out is fine.
And then what do you have to say to someone that wants to start a business, or what advice do you have for them?
I'm going to continue to say just start. And if you're not sure about the steps you need to take, you could reach out to me, myself or Coach T, or you could do your research. Like I said, there's so much research and information already there for you on the internet. All you need to do is go to Google and type in what type of business you want to start, and it'll give you a list of things that you need to do to get started. So, I mean, so much information is out there. You can start. All you have to do is put in the work, do your research, take the first step, and God will honor the rest. And I truly believe that. And I have witnessed that for myself. So I know that it works.
Hmm. So, can you tell us some of your plans for the future, or some of the things that you are currently doing as to how clients can reach out to you? Because I like how she said you can reach out to me and her, but
Hmm.
it's not about me.
I know that. Look,
It's about,
I
I
know
love
it's
you.
I know it's not, but I'm making it about both of us because
Okay.
we're in this thing together.
And we are. And we are, but I love to highlight my client. I said my clients. I love to highlight the people I interview. But I love you, Trina. I love you because you are so humble. Because you don't have to do it, but you do it. So just like tell us some of the exciting things that you are doing or have done and would like to continue to do, so that way our audience can like come support you.
My biggest thing right now is our podcast. I feel like that's my baby. I feel like that's what I'm putting so much effort and energy into. Um, if you want to support us, come and subscribe and listen to our podcast. Weekly, we're posting weekly on Mondays. That's what I'm really big on right now. I want to do other things as far as networking. We've spoken on having events where people can come together and we can network. I want to do that, and I would love to set up something where I could help people with their resumes and job searching, because I'm really good at doing resumes and job searching. So eventually that's where I want to grow with the podcast, and I want to grow in the area of helping people with looking for jobs and teaching them how to do resumes and things like that. I just have a heart for helping, and I want to be a help to people that need the help. You just have to reach out to me. I'm open to help you.
And can you tell us all your social media where we can find you at on social media again, please?
Yes, ma'am. I'm on TikTok at Posh Designs. I'm on Instagram at Coach underscore Trina G. And I'm on Facebook at Trina Green.
And so, one more question for you. So, you said that you are a women's empowerment life coach. So, what advice or what words of encouragement do you have to empower our sisters on today?
My words of encouragement are to be mindful of your thinking, your speaking, and everything concerning you. I try to stay as positive as I can. I try to speak life over every area of my life. If a negative thought comes in, I'll say, you know what? No, I don't receive it. You don't have to receive everything that comes to you. You don't have to receive everything that people speak over your life. You don't have to receive every thought that'll try to come in, because the enemy comes to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy. So he'll put thoughts in your mind as well. So anytime something negative creep in, I'll start praying, Lord, take those thoughts away, and I'll say, devil, you are a lie, and I don't receive it. I don't receive everything that's spoken over my life. I don't receive every thought that comes into my head. Just stay encouraged, stay motivated, stay uplifted, and continue to speak life over your life. Everything concerning me, I speak life. On my job, I'm speaking life. Thank you, God, for everything that you're doing in my life. I'm always praying and talking to God about everything. Just and think about your mindset. What are you thinking? What are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding yourself? And I don't mean like food. I mean your thoughts, your thinking, your
Mhm.
speaking. Those things are so important, because you can speak something and it'll come to pass. So be careful of what you're speaking, what you're saying about yourself and about your life. Be mindful of the thoughts you're having. If you're sitting up there thinking how broke you are, guess what? You're speaking that into existence. You're thinking that into existence. I never say, I don't care if I have $1 in my pocket. I never say I'm broke. And I'm trying to teach this to my daughter right now. I don't say I'm broke. I say, you know what? I don't have it right now, but it's on the way. I'm speaking those things that are not as though they were. And I would encourage you to do the same. And if you don't do it, I encourage you to try it and see how your life will change. Our mindsets are powerful. Our thoughts are powerful. Our words are powerful. There's life and death. There's the power of life and death in your tongue. So be mindful of what you're saying and speaking over yourself. Speak life in every area of your life. Think life in every area of your life, and watch how your life can change for the better.
You heard it here today. You better speak life. You better think life. You better believe life. And you just better continue to just say, you know what? When them negative thoughts come, as Coach Trina said, cast them down. You don't have to accept any and everything, but we do sometimes by the way we think it, the way we speak it, the way we hear it. So just be mindful of that. Trina already said it. So if y'all want to support and follow Coach Trina G, I have posted the links on the page. So y'all make sure y'all support her, reach out to her, and listen to our podcast, Coaches
Yeah.
Coffee and Conversation with Trina G and Tea Nicole.
Yes.
And we go,
Yes.
like she said, we have a new episode every Monday. So we want y'all to tune in, give us some feedback, and become a part of the 3C family. Because that's what we
Yes.
do. That's what we are. We're providing the space for you. And guess what? We do welcome guests. So if you want to be a part of the show, all you have to do is inbox one of us. You can contact us here. You can contact us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, however you see fit, even on Anchor. Subscribe, like,
Yes.
and share. I'm gonna say that again. Subscribe, like, share,
Yes.
and listen. So
Yes.
listen. Oh, I forgot. It's all four. Subscribe, like, share, and
And
listen.
listen. Yes.
That's it. That's it. So,
Yeah.
Coach Trina, do you have any final words before we close out for today?
I just want to say thank you for inviting me to the show. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I thank you for everything that you're doing. I'm so grateful for you. I thank God for placing you into my life. I'm so grateful for that. And I pray that you guys would follow Coach T Nicole as well. I'm putting it back on you, and look at her show. Your show is every Saturday, right?
Every Saturday.
So
Yes, ma'am.
tune into her show on Saturday morning. She brings so much knowledge and power, and she is great also at pouring into you and sharing. So I just wanted to say that, and I thank you again. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're so very welcome. And I'm glad that we are in each other's lives. So continue to grow, continue to heal, continue to be your amazing self each and every day. And I thank God for you. So I want to thank you for joining us on this episode of the Tea Nicole Show. We hope you've been inspired and equipped to take meaningful steps towards building your own legacy. Remember, greatness is not determined by what we accomplish and wait a minute, accomplish in a moment, but by the impact we leave behind. It's by the impact we leave
Yes.
behind. Be sure to subscribe for more insight and inspiration on your journey to building a lasting legacy. If you would like to be a guest on our show, contact me or email me at info@tnicole.com. Until the next time, keep dreaming, keep striving, and keep building a legacy. We look forward to seeing you next Saturday at 9 a.m. for another special guest. So if you would like to be a guest on the show, make sure you inbox us. Thank you and have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Blessings.